Hi everybody, I am Toby Tungle with AVNation at ISE 2023 in Barcelona. I'm here with James from Snelling. How are you, sir?
Hey, yeah, I'm pretty good, thank you. Yeah,
you enjoying the culture here?
I'm loving the culture. Barcelona is one of my favourite cities, and only a couple of hours away from London, so any great chance to visit here is a good time for me.
One of the things that, and this is my first time in Barcelona.
Really, yeah.
The culture and the food life is something that is just bar none. It is awesome.
The tapas culture is something I miss every time I go home, and every time I come back here, can't get enough.
I spent some time exploring the Gothic Quarter, and we found a couple really small places that were just a fantastic experience.
Yeah.
The tapas culture is just amazing, and being able to say, we want to experience 4 or 5 or 6 different things, and it comes out and it's just beautifully prepared. It tastes phenomenal.
Yeah. So fresh as well.
I
love it.
It's something that I'm going to go look for when I go home to the States, and I'm sure I won't find it anywhere near as good.
I don't know if it exists there. Who knows? It doesn't exist in London, so who knows?
Yeah.
If it makes it happen, then that'd be a great find.
Maybe that's a business plan that we should talk about, right?
Yeah,
Figure out how to bring that over there.
We'll make our own Gothic Quarter somewhere.
I love that.
Somewhere in the US.
So tell me a little bit about Snelling and what you guys are doing from the industry perspective.
Yeah, sure. So Snelling Business Systems, we're an integrator based in the UK, but so we work straight from design phase all the way into services and support. Personally, that's where my side is. So I'm less of a technical guy. I'm way more customer focused. So I lead up our customer success and service account management side, and we're doing some really good stuff in making custom services for big offices, universities, wide groups of working spaces. I'm really excited about the services that we're sort of delivering across UK and across Europe. So I think as part of the PSNI network as well, we're a company that can really deliver projects from any sort of scope that people throw at us, really. It's great.
I'm going to touch on the PSNI thing in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
You mentioned customer success.
Yeah.
And with the hybrid model that a lot of industries and a lot of corporations are really focused on, how are you guys really supporting the customers as they work back from 5 days in the office to 5 days at home to 2 or 3 days and having some people remote? I mean, how are you guys seeing some of that shift in model? How do you guys support that?
Well, it's really difficult. It's something that we find a lot of our customers actually, they don't quite know themselves how to support it, which is really where we come in and where my role comes in helping the customer understand, firstly, what expertise do they have in-house? What is the expertise they have? And what are they willing to take on themselves? Because resourcing at the moment, certainly in Europe, is really difficult to get the right people doing the right jobs, something we help with and take that pain away from the customer, essentially. So I think the hybrid model is something that's so difficult to support and also requires a real combination of different support options depending on what resource you have in-house and also where you want to go from there. So for some places, we do absolutely everything. It's a total custom service. We'll have our engineers there 5 days a week doing everything, proactive room checks, remote monitoring, the whole lot. Some places they've got some great support in-house, and we almost like a guardian angel. We've got great short support, short response times in the middle of London or across Europe, really, to help them kind of from a different angle. So, but the one thing that all the customers like, which is I think what differentiates Snelling and certainly what I'm trying to do within our company to the big boys, I would say, is that I've got a real personal focus on our customers and what they want. I'll go and see the biggest customers. I'll go out from my flat in London, go and see them every month, or speak to them if they're remotely, talk through exactly what they're finding, what's going right and wrong for them, because it's not just about delivering a project and leaving them to figure it out themselves. We're there the whole step, the full 5 years, if you like, of a project. We're there every month, reporting on everything that's happening, so the customer has all the information they need, and they've got whatever they want to deliver exactly what the users need. So we're there the whole step of the way.
It's like, summed up, it's the right person in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, bang on.
Depending on what the customer's problem is, right? Because technology's, it's going to break. It's going to have problems. Yeah. Certainly, we would love it to be perfect all the time, but it's not. That's what makes our jobs continue to go.
Of course.
Are you guys doing anything with like remote management for some of those services as well?
Correct, yeah. So we're actually, this is part of what I really like about my job, is that we can, we're running an internal project to kind of trial all these different remote monitoring systems. We already use, we work with QSys Reflect in a few spaces already, but we're also doing a lot of work, you know, our smartest engineers, we're giving them a little side project, which I'm sure they love, to try and...
They always do.
Well, you know, it helps people, it's a different little workflow that people really like. We're doing a lot of trialing of different monitoring platforms, and we're kind of getting to a point where the 2 or 3 we're going to have as our standard. So my goal really is to get and we already are doing this, but I kind of, part of my actual goals for this year in the department is to really set up in our HQ, a kind of remote monitoring base. So like I said, it's that guardian angel type thing. We might have customers who want to look at remote monitoring themselves and want to see what's going right and wrong. But then back at HQ, we've got our team proactively monitoring it at all times. So if anything happens, we can dispatch an engineer to site and solve the problem before they even know it. I like to think AV support is almost like a referee in football, in that you know, the best referees are the ones that you don't even notice them throughout the game. Same as AV support. If you don't notice us doing a good job, or you don't come to us for any problems, it means that we've done everything we need to do. Yeah,
you know, and it's certainly something that I think the IT industry really led the way with for 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
And Pro AV is finally getting to that point where we needed to be probably 10 years ago, but certainly, you know, some of the manufacturers weren't playing well together, right? You know that as well as I do. They're starting to become more friendly and work things together where we're not so isolated for what type of monitoring solutions we have. So it's really great to hear that you guys are doing that, because I think, you know, I'm working for an integrator as well. Like we need that for our customer base everywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it costs money to roll a truck.
Potentially.
And if you can fix it, and you touched on this earlier, in 10 minutes remotely versus rolling a truck through rush hour traffic, it could be 2 or 3 hours.
Everybody wins. Yeah.
Absolutely. So changing gears a little bit. You mentioned it earlier, PSNI Global Alliance. Correct. I'm a huge fan, and my company's part of the alliance as well. Brilliant. I hear that you guys are new to PSNI?
Yeah, actually no, we've been there since the very beginning. I think we were one of the first 10. Yeah, I think we were one of the first 10 companies to join. So me personally, I used to work for a manufacturer. I've been at Snelling for a couple of years now.
Okay.
PSNI is a game changer for us, because it allows us to say to a customer, say in the US or somewhere else, who has multiple sites across Europe or EMEA, and we can say, look, we'll run everything for you from the UK and use the PSNI network to deliver across Europe. And we know we're guaranteeing quality, and we know we're guaranteeing a great service as well, because we know these people, we work with them, and that partnership is, I think it's vital for us going forward. Yeah,
and something that I'm very thankful for is they have the manufacturer partners on the PSNI Global Network that, you know, are vetted out for that global deployment and support, because as you know, trying to support customers globally and then they don't have the expertise or the bandwidth or anything like that to really do it, it becomes a challenge for the integrator.
Yeah, it does.
And then we can't deliver a successful deployment a lot of times with that, right? So it's really great to see that. Well, really, I'm really appreciative that you stopped in and said hi to everybody. I hope you enjoy your little bit of time left in Barcelona. I know you're heading out right after this, do you want to tell everybody where they might find some more information out about you or your company?
Sure. So firstly, find me on LinkedIn. I'm James Hart. And then search up Snelling Business Systems and the PSNI Alliance. We're really happy to work with anyone from design to project to installation. And of course, my specialism is really in the services side. So any AV services and overall support, please come to us across Europe, across the world. We'd love to support you and help you out.
Fantastic. If you guys want to see what else we're doing at ISE, go to AVNation.tv. We've got lots of fun stuff up there. A lot of things that you get to go and see. We're cruising around the floor, having a lot of fun. You guys have a great day.
Cheers.